ASMR gaming news. Please hit that like button. Sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, Destiny 2 had a gameplay trailer released this week. And it comes with a bunch of new information, revealing new things about the game like new worlds to explore, new characters for the story mode, new events and PvP games. They also revealed that the PC version of the game will have a lot of interesting features like uncapped frame rate, 4K resolution support, and this one surprised everyone. Apparently, Destiny 2 is going to be using Battle.net, which is, of course, the official online service for Blizzard. Now, since Activision and Blizzard are essentially one company, it makes sense, but this is like one of the first times that a non-Blizzard game is going to be on the official Blizzard online system. So, that's really unique. The game is coming out on September 8th for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And as usual, or as was already announced, the PlayStation version will be receiving DLC earlier than all the other versions of the game. So, if you really want to get that exclusive DLC early, you'd best get the PlayStation 4 version of the game. Overall, the new gameplay trailer looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see if this sequel attracts a new group of players to the game. I feel that is one of the goals of the developers for this new Destiny game, is to attract a larger crowd of people. So, hopefully they are successful. Blizzard has officially announced the Overwatch first year anniversary event. It's going to start on May 23rd, so the 23rd of May, and it's going to last until June 12th. They announced a special Game of the Year edition of Overwatch, which is going to be available on all platforms, and it's going to feature 10 loot boxes with random items like skins, emotes, credits, and stuff like that. Mercy's wings for Diablo 3 players, Tracer for Heroes of the Storm, hero skins for Blackwatch, Strike Commander Morrison, Overgrown Bastion, Slipstream Tracer, so a variety of vintage skins are going to be available. StarCraft 2 in-game portraits of Bastion, Overwatch-themed Hearthstone card packs, Baby Winston as a pet to use in World of Warcraft, and an Overwatch-themed card for Hearthstone. These are all items that are going to be included in this Game of the Year edition. And lastly, this is like the most interesting news. The game is going to have another free weekend. Now, for those that don't know, Blizzard did do this before for the game. A free weekend is essentially a way for new players to experience the game and do so entirely free of charge. So you get to download this free trial and play online with other players. And after the trial event period is over, you can decide to purchase the full game, and your save data or progress carries over. So this is really, really nice. So if you haven't tried out Overwatch yet, I highly suggest you check out the new trial event, just free weekend of sorts. So that's going to be starting on May 23rd as well. So free weekend starts exactly when the anniversary event starts. Injustice 2 came out this week. A sequel to Injustice Gods Among Us, a game that came out back in 2013, I believe. And it currently has a average Metacritic score of 87 for the PlayStation 4 version. I believe the PC and Xbox One version are around the same score as well. Fans and critics, game journalists, reviewers, and fans of the actual game are pretty positive at the moment. It seems like there's a lot of praise for the game mechanics. Apparently they fixed a lot of issues that the previous game had. They've enhanced some things. A lot of people are happy with how the combat feels and the characters in the game. It seems like there's a lot of content and stuff to do, which is very nice. A lot of fighting games nowadays are very bare bones in that they do not offer a lot of content. But with this game, they've actually put a lot of time into all the different modes and things you can do, so fans are really happy about that. And there is some negative criticism, of course. I've seen some people complain about how the Gears system is complicated and that some of the in-game currency and DLC stuff is annoying. But other than that, it seems like it's a sequel that is very good and actually better than the original. So happy that a lot of people are enjoying the game right now. Sega released a new Sonic Forces trailer this week, where it was revealed that you will be able to create your own customizable hero for the game. A lot of fans in the fan community are extremely happy about this, since they can now create their official fan-created Sonic characters in an official Sonic game, which is a first for the series. They also showed off some new gameplay. It looks really nice. You can use your customizable created character in the game, so custom characters can be used in the actual game, not just for creation purposes. But yeah, really interesting. A lot of people have been saying this is the end of Sega and other things like that, but I honestly feel like this is a good way to cater to a larger demographic. And if it brings more Sonic players to purchase this game, I think it's all good. I mean, hopefully the game turns out to be a huge success, since previous Sonic games like Sonic Boom are considered to be some of the worst in the Sonic franchise. So Sonic Forces is looking very nice. So next up, Nintendo had a quick Nintendo Direct event this week, which was aimed directly at their upcoming game, ARMS. They revealed some new characters for the game. A lot of people are extremely happy about that. They also announced a online test fire beta of sorts, like they did with Splatoon 2, where essentially Nintendo Switch owners can go on the eShop and download this online beta for ARMS, which is going to start on May 26th and you will be able to play online versus other players and see if you actually like the game before deciding if you want to pick it up. Nintendo also announced that ARMS is going to have free updates that will add content to the game, just like the original Splatoon did back on the Wii U. That's really nice of them. I actually enjoy the free update method to online games, so I'm really happy about Nintendo doing this. And Elite Dangerous, the famous or infamous PC game, but I'd say more famous than infamous, is getting a PlayStation 4 port, which will be releasing this summer. Elite Dangerous, for those that don't know, is a space simulator exploration type game. I've seen people compare it to No Man's Sky meets EVE Online. EVE Online, of course, is a very complicated game, and No Man's Sky is a more casual style game, so this is a mix of those two, somewhere in the middle, I'd say. The game looks really interesting. I think it's already on the Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken. And this this PlayStation 4 port of the PC version is apparently going to have some new content or features, I'm not sure. But it is coming to the PS4, and I look forward to picking it up. I'm always curious in space exploration type games. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how it looks when it releases. If there is any gameplay that the developers might release at E3, I don't know, but yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to. Then there is a rumor this week that Call of Duty World War II is coming to the Nintendo Switch. A lot of fans hope this rumor turns out true because a console game like Call of Duty on a handheld system like the Nintendo Switch would be a lot of fun. I've seen people say that it's already been on the PlayStation Vita, but the PlayStation Vita Call of Duty games are not like the console version at all. I'd say most of the portable versions of Call of Duty have never been like the PC and console versions, but this Nintendo Switch version has the possibility of being just like the PS4 and Xbox One version, of course with slightly downgraded graphics. But imagine playing World War II, Call of Duty on your Switch in a room with 8 other people using their Switch systems. That would be a lot of fun. Or, if you're outside and you bring your Switch along, you can play against your friends or something. So, this rumor started because of a social media post by one of the developers, and he hinted at the fact that they are working on a new project and had to interview people from the Canadian military, veterans from the Canadian military, and this has led people to believe that they are actually working on a Call of Duty World War II port for the Nintendo Switch, since this same developer has worked on handheld versions of previous Call of Duty games. So it's highly likely that we're going to see an E3 announcement for Call of Duty on the Switch, which is going to be a huge deal. So, looking forward to that as well. And now for some quick fire rapid news. These are basically just headlines without much else, so that's why I'm going to be running through them fast. So, 343 Industries is going to have something to announce at E3. but it will not be Halo 6, they said. El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron developer, is teasing a major project that he's working on. Apparently it's a new game announcement, and he's going to reveal it in 2 weeks. And he's really hyping this up as something massive, so fans are really looking forward to what he has to announce. There is a rumor that Nintendo is working on a mobile phone version of The Legend of Zelda. So, we don't know if it's a port of a Zelda game or if it's a brand new mobile game based on the Zelda franchise. Sega is planning on reviving old IPs that they worked on or used to work on back in the 80s and 90s. And they plan on expanding and renewing interest in their current IPs and porting them to the PC. So this is part of a new plan they have going forward to 2020. And they're basically talking about their financial results this year and planning on fixing some of the problems they had in the last few years with games that did not sell well. So good for Sega. I really hope they revive some of their old games like Phantasy Star and Shining Force. The US and EU versions of Disgaea 5 for the Nintendo Switch have already surpassed 110,000 pre-orders. This is very good for a niche series like Disgaea, which has never really had a main series game on a Nintendo system, so this is a first for the series. I believe Disgaea, or a spin-off of the first Disgaea game, was on the Nintendo DS. But other than that, this is actually like the first big main series game on a Nintendo system. A new Life is Strange game is in development by Don't Nod Entertainment. The developers are currently working on this new Life is Strange game, and they plan on announcing it when the time is right, whenever that is. Capcom announced Resident Evil Revelations for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, called Unveiled Edition. It's going to be releasing in August 31st, so the 31st of August in Japan. And it's coming out later this fall in the West. So if you've never played RE Revelations, you might want to pick it up for the PS4 or Xbox later this year. Inti Creates at Bit Summit revealed that they're working on 2 new big projects, so 2 new games, and that they are going to be solely for Nintendo systems. So they've worked on Mega Man games and Azure Striker Gunvolt and stuff like that. So hopefully their next game will be for the Switch or 3DS and in that same style. Indie Creates are very good at what they do. Parappa the Rapper and Gitaru Man creators have teamed up to create a new game, and a lot of people are assuming that it's going to be a game for the PlayStation 4, since the Parappa the Rapper and Gitaru Man creators have basically just made games for Sony systems. So it's more than likely that it's going to end up on the PS4. And both of those games are unique rhythm games. So I really look forward to seeing what they do, since I really like those games and the developers are really cool people. Well, that's all for this week. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ASMR Gaming News. And yeah, I will see you all next week.